Hello everyone, Necromancer for Kids here once again. This time bringing you a super spicy deck. It's a 500 subscribers celebration. As I'm finishing up the video, I've actually already reached 600 subscribers, and it's been really amazing to see all the recent support. I want to sincerely thank everyone for watching my videos, as slow and rambly they could be sometimes, and I'm very happy to see so many people getting joy and inspiration from what I'm doing. But let's get to the deck profile, and at the end I'll even have a replay of one of the matches that I won to show you guys. Because this is a celebration of 500 subscribers, I wanted to only use monsters with 500 attack, 500 defense, or that mentioned exactly 500 in their text somewhere. I also did a poll for my subs that they got to decide which deck that I created, and they chose 500 fire. So the theme of this will be fire. The cards I ended up picking to play are Cannon Soldier, which inflicts 500 damage with its effect. And I also picked Horus, who gains 500 attack when there's a fire monster on the field, and occasionally he'll be able to negate effects if there's an earth monster. Then I have Giant Germ, who deals 500 damage with its effect and allows us to spam multiple monsters onto the field, which is useful for some of our other cards I'll mention in a minute. Then we've got Infernal Queen Archfiend, which you pay 500 life points during your standby phase for it, and is a fire monster. Basically, it'll always have 1900 attack after the first turn that you summon it, because during each standby phase, not just yours, you can increase the attack of an Archfiend monster on the field by 1000. And then, of course, we have the Iron Blacksmith Kotetsu, 500 attack and 500 defense, and allows us to add a equipped spell to our hand from our deck, which of course we are playing the United We Stand, as well as the Snatch Steal and the Premature Burial. You could play more of these if you're actually playing this deck for yourself, which this deck is of course a gimmick version, and there are better ways to build it, but if you're using it for yourself, you could run 3 because it's just really good, and then you might even want to add an extra target. But anyway, there's also Sasuke Samurai, who allows you to destroy face-down monsters a lot like Mystic Swordsman level 2. Then we have Solar Flare Dragon, which inflicts 500 damage during each of your end phases. And if you have another Pyro monster on the field, it creates an attack lock. So typically it's just going to be 2 of these guys on the field at the same time. Then we have Ultimate Baseball Kid, 500 attack, and gains 1000 attack for each fire monster on the field, which we have a few of, like the Solar Flare Dragons and the Infernal Queen Archfiends. And to round it all off, we have Sambaira the Dark, who has 500 defense, and is another good target for our 2 Rhodas that we have in the deck as well. Then we have, of course, Delinquent Duo, Graceful Charity, and Pot of Greed, Heavy Storm, Mystical Space Typhoon, 2 normal crossouts, and then we're also running 2 Scapegoat, which allows to combo with our United We Stand, as well as protect our life points, and allow us to swarm the field with monsters, which helps with the DNA Transplant we're running 3 of, which allows us to change the attribute of all face-up monsters to our chosen one, which is almost always going to be fire, to boost the attack of Ultimate Baseball Kid. So the Scapegoat tokens become fire, and also the Element Source becomes fire, and Giant Germs becomes fire, and opponent's monsters become fire, which the opponent will often forget that Ultimate Baseball Kid counts their monsters too. Then of course we have Call of the Haunted, Mirror Force, Ring of Destruction, and Transfer Tribute. There were a lot of other monsters that I could have played in this deck, and a lot of other decks I actually could have made. I was really surprised by what variety I could manage to get if I really wanted to. But this is what I ended up with, because it's what my subscribers wanted the most. I have a replay for you in just a moment, but just before you leave, For that, I want to thank you all again for subscribing to my channel and for watching my videos. I'm very happy that I could be an inspiration, even if just a small drop, to other people out there, and hopefully I give other people the courage to make their own videos and their own decks in their own ways. Thank you very much and enjoy.